All right. Here we are. Believe we're all here. Turn that down a little bit. All right. Welcome once again to Tomes of Isolation. I am your host, Roxanne Thompson, and we are here to make our way through a solo adventure for Call of Cthulhu 7th Edition. This week we are continuing with part 4 of Alone Against the Dark. It's essentially a solo campaign. Let me adjust some things here so you can all see me even better. Let's see. So yeah, we're back. Part 4, we're on our second investigator for this adventure. What's his name? Ernest Holt. And he had just gotten to Cairo. The recap, as I recall, is that last week Sorry, forgot to start the recording. Now it's recording. Last week we'd made it to Athens. We survived something like 4 attacks on the boat. How many attacks was it? I've got my notes here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 3 only on the boat, and then a 4th once we were in Athens because we decided to go to the Parthenon, and some creatures, tried to attack me. I was able to get out, and hey there, John. Hey, Sean. Good to see you both. Even though John is right next to me, and I can see him all the time. But yeah, so some things attacked me at the Parthenon. I stayed in Athens for a little while longer and decided to go to a cafe, I believe it was, I believe it was an eatery. And there was a guy over there. I talked to everybody I could in the cafe, and I made it to this like clean-cut British gentleman named Hawks, I believe was his last name. And he told me to meet him at the Parthenon later, so I guess we did that out of order. It said I could go to any Athens location, and wouldn't you know it, I did. So being able to go to the Parthenon ahead of time taught me, don't trust that guy. He's a jerk. So we didn't. We ended up instead getting on a boat bound for Cairo. If those of you that have been here, if you haven't been here, the journey so far has been, initially I was Professor Grunwald of Miskatonic University. My friend Professor Glier had gone to Athens on some sort of trip, maybe archaeological. I think it was archaeological. I get a telegram from him that basically simply said he'd been arrested and he needed help. So Professor Grunwald did as much studying as he could. We learned things about the Cult of Aten. We learned things about the Karpathos Device. And so we got on the boat. Professor Grunwald met his demise on the boat about 2 or 3 days in. Jumped to Ernest Holt, a good friend of his, who then has been picking up the pieces, and that is where we are now. So he made it to Cairo. I'm probably going to wait maybe another few minutes just to see if anybody else chimes in. Usually we have a couple more people that come and help us make some decisions. I'm going to pull up the chart here. This has quickly become one of my favorite shows to do. I'm really enjoying these solo adventures. We're having kind of a hard time finding solid solo adventures. Of course, we did a couple from another company. Both were yeah.
But there is the new Deadlands one's possibly coming.
Supposedly, according to an email I got for the Deadlands Kickstarter that we backed, I should have access. Actually, I should have it now, but I need to figure out how to access it. But for sure, I'll have it next week. There should be a Deadlands Suede Edition solo adventure coming out. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'm excited about that because I have never played Deadlands before. I've not even really played Suede before. I've now created a character. I'm very excited to take a look at that because I would love to see some Savage World solo adventures, and maybe there's more out there that I just don't know about. But if you watch this, whether you watch it on Twitch, we only have my husband and our friend Sean watching at the moment. But if you see this on YouTube and you know of that, send it to us. My hashtag is right down here, or my call sign on Twitter is right there. You can find me at that. Tell me if you know of any really good solo adventures. I know that there's an entire solo RPG system. John has feelings on that. I don't know anything about it, but it has not been one that he has put in front of me to do on this show yet. So, while I continue to wait for a couple more people to hopefully pop in, I am going to go ahead because I screwed this up last time and I screwed it up this time too. We're gonna change the names here. We're gonna actually tell you all what adventure we're doing, and I'm gonna have that on the screen the whole time instead of just when I tell you. Just a second, I'm gonna see if I can find my Alone Against the Dark clickable. Alright. It is not that anymore. We are doing Alone Against the Dark. Alone Against the Dark. By, let's see, I believe it is Matthew Costello. Let's see, I'm on page 33. Come on, tell me. Matthew J. Costello. And Mike Mason. Hope you're all doing well. Let's see. And if you're here and I just don't see it updated, hi. Feel free to talk to me. That is my favorite part of the show. There we go. Alone Against the Dark. Right there. I'm going to go ahead and click on the dice and set 2 so we can be ready for that. Uh-oh. Did I move stuff? There we go. All right, well, maybe we're just going to have Sean tonight. And if so, so be it. Yeah, y'all, come and join me. Come and join me. Ah, well, there's Twan. He'll stay with us for a little bit. And it sounds like Amanda's on her way. So I think we'll go ahead and probably get started. Announcements real quick before I do get into the meat of the adventure. 2 nights from tonight at 6 p.m. Central, we will be returning to an Illuminated Page side quest. 1/4 of our player cast for Illuminated Page in our Masks of Nyarlathotep campaign will be moving up north to Muncie, Indiana this week. So, as such, we are going to do a one-shot, and it is called, I'm calling it Bunkhouse B. It is a summer camp adventure that takes place in the early 1990s, with 3 of our boys, and it will be Sean, John, and Matt. Matt, who usually is the keeper for our Call of Cthulhu, I will be running this game this time. This will be my first time running a Call of Cthulhu adventure. This will be my first time running a game on stream that requires a GM and players, that is not just by myself. And I'm kind of nervous, but we're going to see how it goes. It has been fun to work on this week. I'm excited to at least try it. If it's terrible, no one ever has to watch it again, but I do ask that you stop in and let me know how it goes. Maybe send some input. Maybe we could find some things to encourage your input and maybe influence the story a little bit. But so that's Thursday night this week, Thursday, July 30th at 6 p.m. Central, running until about 9. We try to stop before Critical Role for anybody that is interested in switching over and watching Critical Role at 9 Central. And then next Tuesday, we will be back, presumably for another edition of Alone Against the Dark, because I doubt we'll beat it tonight. I'm just hoping we survive the evening. And then a week from Thursday, on August 6th? Is it August 6th? I think it's the 6th. Is it? What is next week? Next Tuesday. So the 31st is Friday, correct? Then the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th is Tuesday. The 6th is Thursday. that will be returning to our Spycraft adventure, and it'll be the second week. It'll be myself, Sean in the chat, and Alyssa Appleton from other internet fame will be here from Total Party Kill, is the show that she creates and writes. And John will be in control for that game. So we're excited to get back into our espionage trek there in 1961. As it is, let's dive into Alone Against the Dark. If you have any questions about any of our upcoming shows, please, by all means, bring it up during chat. As you know, with this game, I'm looking for your input on what my character does in-game. Yes, this is a solo adventure, and it is meant to be partaken for one adventurer. Because we're all in isolation, why not let's all play a game together, even with one character. It is all of our characters and not just mine. So let's take Ernest Holt, a 62-year-old industrialist from New York, and let's see what he does tonight in Cairo. So, when I left off, if my notes can be believed, which of course they can because I wrote them. Let me get my book back over here. So, I know that I'm staying in a house because I fall on the mercies of some locals or something. I think is how it read the language, or how the text read. Let me make sure that my calendar is ready. So yep, we are ready for Thursday, September 24th, 1931, and it is now 6 a.m. So I'm going to immediately eat because I have not eaten enough on these trips. Remember, this game requires lots of time tracking and meal tracking and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of little clerical rules that have to take place. Sorry, this camera, I don't want you to have to see my arm a whole lot as I reach over the table. I'll get that out of the way. Set that down. Okay. So, what do we got going here? Let me get my dice out as well, because I'm going to need those, aren't I? Probably. So let me get my D10 and my D100. For those not familiar with the system, Call of Cthulhu runs on a percentile dice system. I have a target number to beat, to meet or get below, and it can be great, and it can also be absolutely horrifying. So, 6 a.m., Thursday, September 24th, I eat breakfast. So 9:24. That takes me an hour. Then anywhere else I want to go, it's going to take me an hour to get there. So let's go ahead and go to the location table here, because I believe I can start at any Cairo location in the morning. I believe is where I left things off. So Egypt. It's an interesting sound in the background. It's fine though. So I have, for those of you that would like to contribute to where we're going, the things that I have on the, let's see here. I got Cairo Police, Cairo Railway Station, which I think that's only to take trips. There's not like any information I don't think that can be gleaned. The Fuzira Marketplace, which is likely also just somewhere to shop, but we can visit it. Retail merchandise is probably definitely just, yeah. So the Alexandria Outfitters and Suppliers and the retail merchandise all go to the same. Any of the shops all go to the same entry, which just means I can buy whatever I want. There's also Tell-el-Amarna, which is a pyramid. Al-Azhar University. Let's see. The Cairo Museum is a place I can go. It's not quite open yet. I believe when I checked in Athens, the Karpathos Device was still in transit between there and the museum in Egypt. So, excuse me. Where would we like to go? We'd like to go try the marketplace. The marketplace does go to a separate location. So, and it's open now. So it's about one of the few places that I can go besides the open all-day rail stations and things like that. So I think we're probably going to head over to the marketplace. So Fuzira Marketplace is entry number 134. So again, this is like a choose your own adventure style thing. So I select a thing, it tells me a entry, and that's a really cool picture. It's actually got a picture of the marketplace. It's a bustling little, looks like a bazaar type thing. So the market thrives from early morning to after sunset. There are hundreds of shops and stalls. Many signs are in English, and many British troops idly walk around. You can choose from among the following. So for caravans and travel, so I guess if I wanted to go somewhere, I could travel. For pottery and artifacts, fortune telling, there's an outdoor cafe, outfitters and suppliers, or a dagger throw game. I'm not sure what I want to do there. I feel like the dagger throw game might be dangerous, but you know, then again, maybe it's not. Let's see. Sorry, I'm turning it down a little bit. Part of it is it's just overwriting my thoughts, but it sounded good. Let's see. Well, why don't we try... We can throw some knives. Let's go to a dagger throw game. 414. The daggers are finely balanced. Ooh, there's a word here that I don't know how to pronounce. Does anybody know how to pronounce the following? Piastre. Piastra? Is that a knife? Or is that a coin?
Spell out again.
Piastre. I think it's a coin. I think it's currency. R-E. Piastre. I think it's a coin. It says the daggers are finely balanced. You find a piastra in your pocket. If you can succeed with a throw roll, you win back 10 piastras. Each win takes 4 minutes. You may continue to play until you earn 500 piastras, taking 3 hours. Thank you, Kinkaku Knight. Yes, so I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, and I'm just not much. I'm not learned in the ways of the world, unfortunately. A crowd gathers and applauds and whoops as you stagger away under the weighting of your winnings. So let's see if I can make a throw roll. Huh? If not, I just lose, I think. I have a 30% in throw. And that's a 68, so I failed miserably. So it just says that if you can succeed with the throw roll, you win back 10. So I lost my 1. That's all I had. So I did poorly. That's that. Return to the market at 1:34, any Cairo location. All right, so that took 4 minutes. How about pottery and artifacts, outdoor cafe? I've already eaten, or I guess I could say that I didn't eat, and I can go eat here. Why don't we retcon that? Why don't we say I went to the cafe, and then I decided to go ahead and eat while I was there. So let's go ahead. I threw some knives before breakfast, and now I'm gonna go eat. So we're gonna change this here. I'm gonna say I eat at 7 a.m. 3:40. The cafe is a good place to hear rumors. You'll hear snatches of conversation for every hour you spend here, but what you hear depends on how well you understand what was said. Roll 1d10 for each hour you spend at the cafe and modify the result as noted. So, I do not know how to speak Arabic at all. It hasn't given me the option to find a translator. I wonder if I could find one, like, at the rail station or something. So, let's see. Let's say I spend an hour here. Roll 1d10. 3. Modify the result as noted. Increase the result by +1 for each 10 percentiles or fraction thereof of your language, Arabic, which is a whole bunch of zeros. So none there. Increase the result by +2 if a native of Egypt is with you. Well, so I literally got a 3. I overhear the following, right? Because I rolled a 3, and I'd increase it by +1 or +2. I don't have either of those, so it's a flat 3. I overhear the following. The device is really part of an ancient lock. It has been stolen by the Cult of Aten to unloose some evil. Tell-el-Amarna is the site of the Lost Pyramid. Strange bands of nomads roam near the Quiett Depression. So, that's interesting. Let me make a little note here. It's good to know that I can just hang out here too, so it's a place that I could come back. Let's see. Sorry. I have to take notes or else I will forget all of this. Fujita, throw knives. Eat. But I need eat, hear rumors. Do we want to try another roll? I can roll another one and just see if perhaps, if I get something higher, that'd be pretty cool. Do we want to try one more hour? Or do we want to go, again, I have several locations I can go to, either in the marketplace or in Cairo at large. I don't yawn all day until I get on the mic for this show. And then I can't stop. Hopefully you are all far more awake than I am. Go back to the marketplace? Okay, let's see here. Maybe I can find somebody to translate for me. The puppy growling. Can you all hear that? Alright. Come on, PDF. Alright, so, caravans and travel, pottery and artifacts, fortune telling, outfitters and suppliers, or the dagger throwing game again. I really need to find a translator. Where would a translator be in the marketplace? The caravans, maybe? I kind of do want to get my fortune told, too. Yes, yes. The cookie's fortune. Caravans sound good for a translator? Let's go get my fortune told. Or do we go to the caravans and see if we can't find a translator? Because, well, it says many of the signs are in English. Because there's British troops. I assume again, I'm not very learned about things in the world, and it's been a long time since I took a world history class. Was this during British occupation? Is Egypt still under British control at this point, or at least partially? Or are they just kind of clinging on to it? I don't know when that ended. Let's go check out the caravan. It's the top one, 384. So I can rent a car to Tell-el-Amarna, or join a caravan to visit the Quiett Depression. I'm going to hold off on that. Let's go back to the marketplace. Of course, that link doesn't work, so I gotta flip there. This is easier. Virginia Marketplace. Still well within. So let's go ahead and go get our fortune told on entry 318. I enter through a curtain. An old woman looks up, her eyes wild. Offer a coin I find in my pocket, and she tells you your future. Go to 389. And I believe this is the case with this game, and this is something that I'm operating on right now. I'm still going to say it's like probably before 8 a.m. because I'm doing all this stuff in the marketplace. I'm not going anywhere else. It hasn't said that it takes an hour to get to other places within the same marketplace. So I'm not doing hours here. I'm kind of just, how long would it take me to walk around and talk to someone? So 389, getting my fortune told. I see a darkness. Oh, a foul creature lurks holding a basket. A door opens. Something shiny glows. I see your face trembling in the darkness, and below I see She stops abruptly. I can see no more. She falls silent. Do you want to press her for more visions? If so, go to 378 or return to Fuzira. I kind of want to press her for more visions. You can't leave me hanging. What did she see? She saw something. There's a creature lurking, holding a basket. A door opens and there's something shiny, and my face trembles in the darkness. I have to press her. I have to press her for more info. 378. Make a persuade roll. If successful, I can move on. If not, she will say no more and I have to leave. So I get one shot at this. So, my persuasion is 40. It's not great. I have a little luck. I don't necessarily want to have to use much of it. Give her the clamps. Yeah, she sees my coin purse. Probably. Thought I lost my 1 piastre at... Man, I'm rolling that 60 like it's nobody's business. Well, I don't have enough luck to want to push it, so I have to leave. I can always maybe go back later. Pottery and artifacts. Or I can go ahead and leave and go to one of those other places, or I can go to the outfitters and suppliers. I feel like I need to go ahead and check the pottery and artifacts. We'll go ahead and say that it's 8 o'clock by now. And let's see, maybe even 9. I don't feel like she gave me enough information that I feel real confident in saying that it's been very long. So let's go to pottery. 374. The shopkeeper, a short man, is somehow familiar. He has a huge collection of phony artifacts and cheap pottery. In fact, there is a suspect air about this place. You can browse for an hour. If you succeed with a spot hidden roll, I can go to a different location. So let's see here. Now my spot hidden shouldn't be bad. It's 60. Let's see if I can get below a 60, or what does it say? Smash things and collect rupees? Yes. Yes. Yeah, either way, it's bad. I'm interested about this short man seeming somehow familiar. Remember on the boat, those of you that were here when Professor Grunwald died, there was a short guy and then a tall guy with a cowl on. And I also saw them as Ernest Holt. I'm really wondering if this is the same short guy. But I'm kind of disappointed if he's just in some, like, tourist trap knick-knack shop. Well, there we go. That's an 11, so that's pretty good for that spot hidden. So I've been browsing for an hour. I'll take that up to 9 o'clock there. I succeeded, so let's go to 191. An ornate mirror catches your eye. What appears to be mere filigree around the border proves to be a frieze? Frieze? You're the art major, John. Frieze?
I would say yes.
Frieze? Of snarling animals of some kind. With a successful intelligence roll, I can move on, and if I fail, I look into the mirror and read on. So let's see if we can't pass this intelligence roll. Now, my intelligence is an 80. If I don't pass this, I'm going to be kind of upset. How about an 8? That's pretty good. So, I did pass it, so let's go on and move. 375. Pretty ornate mirror. Leering at you in an unseemly fashion, the shopkeeper steps between you and the door and draws a knife. Kai! He screams. Aten! You can draw your own weapon to fight, or you can try to evade him. A successful dodge roll gets you safely out the door. He will not follow. All right. I'm going to try to run. Constantly me getting attacked. This poor 62-year-old former soldier just is constantly getting slammed around. So my dodge is a 45. And I rolled a 90. A 90. So I didn't dodge. If you don't evade him, the shopkeeper will attack. So he's got a 25% chance to hit me with a knife. Well, he didn't hit me. So... I'm going to try to dodge again, I think. I'm just going to... I mean, I can shoot him. If I inflict 6 or more points of damage, he runs away. Do I shoot him or do I just run? I mean, at the end of the day, he's not going to die. He's just going to still be there. My shooting roll, just for grins, is a 50, so my dodge is only 5 less than my... Yeah, I'm down with running. Let's see if we can get under that 45. Nope, got a 64. So he's going to attack me again. So exciting. 69, that's good. That's fine. I'm going to try to dodge again. 71. Okay, I think it's about time to get some new dice, but before I do, let's go ahead and see if he gets me. 50. No, he didn't. So pause in the middle of this thrilling fight as I try to run away from him. And he has not done nary a bit of damage to me. Let's try these. Bye-bye. You used to be my favorite dice for this game. Not anymore. 67. Oh, and he got a 6. Oh. So, he did that. 12, 5. I don't know. I think that is that. What is that? Oh, those are the. So he did not an extreme success, but he did do a hard success. I don't know what that means in the course of this. It doesn't really say. Let's see how much damage he does to me. 5. 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the rule on taking damage in this game? Where is my other character sheets? Sorry, y'all. Here it is. I just need to read the... There's a handy-dandy thing, quick reference rules. So, major wound is loss of greater than or equal to half of my max HP in one attack. Thankfully, not quite. Okay, that's all. Okay, I'm about to shoot him, I think. He stabbed me. I do not have a major wound, though, but I only have 11 hit points. So, this could be the end of Ernest Holt. And then we get to pick Lydia Lau's stats. Let's see here. I just wanted to look in a pretty mirror. Sorry, I'm looking for new dice. These are gonna look like the same dice, but they're not. I have 2 sets of the same. There we go. Oh my gosh! I rolled a 95, y'all. A 95. We've been only on for 30 minutes. I've only been playing for much less than that. Okay, well, he still didn't hit me that time, so that's good. Yeah, these are out. I'm going to just find new ones until I find a set that doesn't want to kill me. Okay, Amanda, I'm going to pull out the dice that you got me. I think this is the set. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Man, just in time for all 6 viewers. I'm probably going to die here. Oh, wait. That's an 11. That's an 11. That is a successful dodge roll. I ran away. I ran away. All right. Good to know. Whew. That was scary. So I escaped. Finally. I survived. Survived the short little shopkeeper with his pretty gold mirror. You are a good cousin. Thank you. Oh, sorry, y'all. Let me get that back where you can see it. Okay, so if I survive, I leave the marketplace and I can go to any Cairo location. I can return here tomorrow when things are back to normal. So, I think I need to go to the hospital and try to heal up a little bit. It's always open. I think it's a good move. So let's do 585. I was here for an hour, so we're going to say, just with everything that happened, that it's like 11 o'clock now. Okay. 570. What did I say? Hospital. 585. You get tender, loving care. Make a luck roll. If failed, you gain 1d3 hit points for the first day and 1 hit point for each full day that you stay there after. If successful, I gain 2d3 hit points for the first day and then 1 hit point. Okay. So let's try to make this luck roll. My luck is only 36, so I have to get below a 36, or we might spend a couple days here, which, frankly, I'm okay with that. That is a 78, so I failed. If failed, I gain 1d3 hit points for the first day. So on a d3 roll, essentially, I take a d6, and 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is 3, or 2, and 5, 6 is 3. I rolled a 2, so that's only 1 hit point. So I'm up to 7. Do we want to stay another day? I think I want to stay at least one more day. 1 day or 2, y'all. I'm going to say I was hospitalized. Hospital. Hospital. I'm thinking 2. Get me up to at least 9. Keep moving. I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to stay in the hospital. I think I stayed for 2 days. I'm going to take myself back up to 9. So that's first day, second day, third day. Yeah. So it is now the 27th. So I went in on the 24th, 25th, 26th. 27th, 6 a.m. I'm going to eat my breakfast in the hospital. All right. Now let's go to any Cairo location. Do we want to try to go to, let's see. Interesting. Oh, Egypt location table. I was like, there is no Cairo on this option. So apparently, I still don't understand the telephone thing. I'm supposed to be able to call places, but I think it's just like you get the information from them, right? Without having to go there and spend the hours. I still need a translator. So I'm going to go to the Cairo railway station and see if I can't find, we'll say that I get breakfast there, and see if I can't find a translator. You can get a good meal here between 5 a.m. and 8 p.m. An offensive odor like the scent of manure hangs over the station. Many British soldiers prowl about here. We went through this before. If I have just arrived, which I haven't. So yeah, it doesn't really say anything. So I'm going to eat breakfast and go home. I don't see anything here that allow me to get a translator. Okay, so where could I find a translator? There are taxis always available. Cairo police station. Cairo museum is not open yet. I need a couple more hours. Ah, but the university is open. Do we want to go try the university? I think we do. It's one of the few places that's open at this point. Let's go try the university. 149. So, 8. Let's go to uni. University of Al-Azhar. Much open-minded learning and studying occurs in this incredible Cairo institution. Lately, the presence of British troops makes many Egyptians reluctant to talk with foreigners. I can visit the library at 2:15, or visit one of the departments within the mosque-like main building. Each visit costs 1 hour, and additional time may be demanded within particular departments. So, my choices for investigation in the library, at the university library, are Islamic culture, ancient history, modern history, languages, science, and literature. Yes, thank you, viewers. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. John is manning the station tonight and interacting with everybody. I am science. Choose science. I can go with that. 260. All right. If I have a picture or diagram of the Carpathos device, I can show it to Professor Ben Ozen. If I am willing to be so daring I do this or I return. So I don't have that. Dang it. Those are my only options. So let's go back. So that took I hate that that took an hour. But it did. So do we want to do ancient history? Islamic culture, ancient history, modern history, languages, or literature. But it's good to know that if I do get a diagram of the Carpathos device, Ben Ozin at Al-Azhar with a diagram of device. Ancient history, 217. Professor Jahark sees you if you can make a successful persuade or history roll. Choose either one, make one try daily. Alright. Let's see here. Got my stuff all mixed up. Persuade or history, huh? Well, my persuade is a 40. My history is a 5. So I think we're going. I think we're going persuade. So, let's see. Let's try Amanda's dice again, because they were good to me. That is a 10. It's pretty good. Okay, I persuaded him. Doop, 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 doop. Beak. Go to 237. In his book-lined office, you can ask Professor Jahark about all of these topics. The Cult of Aten, the Lost Pyramid of Akhenaten, the Book of the Dead, or the Carpathos Device. Do we want to ask him about the device? Or do we want to know more about the cult, the pyramid, or the Book of the Dead? Maybe Aten, since they are in chat. We'll do the device first. Maybe he'll give us the description or the diagram of it, and we can go back to that other professor. For the Carpathos device, go to 297. I'm not sure that this passage refers to it. A cursed key for a cursed box, the top of terror it unlocks. That's all it says. Dang it. If I'm finished with him, I can move on, or I can return to talk to him some more. Or if I'm in literature, go to 261. Interesting. I'm not in literature. I'm in ancient history. So let's go ahead and do the cult. He laughs bitterly. No cult, my friend. Cult makes it sound understandable, and they do not belong to Aten. What can I say of them? They are murderers, perhaps, ghouls more likely, but the merest of pebbles under their feet of their master. If I desire more information, I can go back to 237, or if I'm finished here, I can go to 149. So let's go back to 237. So he thinks the Cult of Aten is loopy-loo. I have not been marking off my hours. So we did science. We did one cult there, second one there. Lost Pyramid of Akhenaten or the Book of the Dead. It also has a note here. Jahark has a 50% spot hidden skill. Make this roll, and if passed, I go to a different passage. So he can spot hidden on something else. Pyramid? Ooh, I'm getting... Let's just do them all. 292. No, the pyramid is not lost. It is, in fact, at Tell-el-Amarna, a small structure, but one with secrets yet unlocked. Go to 294. He drums his fingers. I have something for you. Should you go to the pyramid, search where the mark is. He hands you a map. Search on the east side. An opening must be there. If you use the map, you get a bonus die for rolls required to find such an opening. Make a journal entry about this. Okay. Yay. This is progress. So, Jahark. Gives me map of Tell-el-Amarna. Entry on east side +1. I get a bonus die. Plus bonus die for rolls to find it. My handwriting is miserable when I'm trying to write fast in front of people. All right, go to 297. So make a journal entry about this. Go to 297. I'm not why did it want me to go there? Well, he says it again. I'm not sure that this passage refers to it. A cursed key for a cursed box. The top of terror it unlocks. So let's go back to 237. And now let's ask him about the Book of the Dead. 291. Ah, yes. Well, that book is actually called the Book of the Undead. These mummies are real, my friend. They must be burned like so much offal or manure to be destroyed. Surely you've smelled that odor around the city and have seen the troops racing about. That is one secret of Cairo which no one, not even the British, dares to speak of. Why be alarmed? You're safe enough for the moment. I can go back to 237 or finish her. So, I'm going to go back to 237. And then we are going to rhyme time. And we're going to go ahead and try his spot hidden skill. I saw something that was really cool, and I'm kind of hoping we get there. I don't know entirely how to get there, but I was scrolling, and I saw something. And I'm hoping that maybe if he gets this spot hidden skill, it'll take us there. I need a 50 or less. Dang it, 61. Dang it. I don't think I can spend luck on him, on his rolls. We might have to come back to him some other day. 149, finished here. All right, well, we asked him about the other two things, so that puts a couple more notches on that. Islamic culture, modern history, languages, or literature. Still at the school. Or would we like to try somewhere else? Let's do this. Would we like to try somewhere else? Kind of tempted to do languages, but I only speak German and English. Literature might be interesting. Modern history and Islam. All of it sounds interesting. Any suggestions? I know there's like a 15 to 20 second delay, so I apologize if you just hear me repeat that over and over again. Just trying to stay up on it. Yeah, suggestions for a book to read. I'm currently at the university. I can look at Islamic culture, ancient... I already did ancient history, apologies. Islamic culture, modern history, languages, or literature are the ones that I haven't done. I went to science, but it required a diagram of the Carpathos Device. Or I can go anywhere in Egypt. I still feel like there's a lot to glean from this university library. So I feel like we should try at least one or two more books. It doesn't boot me like the other library did, where I was only allowed to look at like 2 things per trip. Excuse me. There goes my yawns again. Maybe I'm just hungry. Modern history. Let's give it a shot. 238. If you make a successful luck or knowledge roll, I say something that catches Professor Emu's attention. So let's try. My knowledge is decidedly better, or my education. It's a 65. My luck is only a 36 still. And that is a 65 on the nose, so we're taking it. 225 to Dr. Professor Emu. You can ask about the Cult of Aten, go to 273, or I can ask about the searchers for the Lost Pyramid, or I can leave. So, ask about the cult, or ask about the searchers of the pyramid. I know this has got a lot of questions. It's kind of frustrating. I wish they would just had a better way to do this, but they don't, so. Guess that light keeps popping in over my shoulder and wigging my camera out a little. You torn?
We can turn it.
I can turn it off. It's a beautiful little lamp. Why don't we ask about the cult? Let's start there. 273. Yes, they have grown more active. The authorities hush it up, but in the past few years, tremendous numbers of inhabitants have disappeared. Sends me back to 225, so let's go ahead and ask about the Lost Pyramid. 295. Many have looked for another entrance, all have failed. One party, however, vanished without a trace. Okay, so we probably know where that entrance is based on the map that Professor Jahart gave us. So that's all that we can do with Professor Emu, so let's go on and go back. That was modern history, I believe. So let's go ahead and do, let's do Islamic culture. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. 216. So that took another hour. I'm going to have to eat lunch on my little schedule here soon. 216. Oh, it's another Professor Jahark. Professor Jahark will need to be convinced that he is wasting time with you. You can try one roll daily, a successful persuade, a successful fast talk, or not. So we've already talked to him once. I guess he's the Islamic culture professor as well, which is interesting. So he's ancient history and Islamic culture. Okay. Good to know. Or at least he's at least who we talked to. So my persuade is definitely better than my fast talk, so let's go ahead and give it a shot. We're going for a 40 or better. And that's 77. So I failed. He's not going to waste any more time with me. And so language or literature are the last two, or we can leave. If we leave, we can go, like I said, I need to eat. There is a police station I can go to. There are the pyramids and the museum, which we haven't been to the museum yet. I can't imagine literature being necessary either, but it did come up in that other... you know what I'm talking about. It came up in one of the other things. Let's go to literature. Let's just see. 261. The professor is quite willing to talk of many things. The Cult of Aten, the Lost Pyramid, or the Carpathos Device. Did I go to this one before? Did I go to the wrong one at some point? 261? 260? I'm confused, y'all. Huh. I wonder how I got to 261 before. Oh no, it's completely different. Not Aten, or not Aten, sir. It goes by many names in the old books. I asked about the Cult of Aten. Lord of Mu, Master of the Deep, but here, and he pulls down an old book. Here it is called Gatanothoa. Even this rough sketch is horrid, that thing they worship, and it is said to seek a new kingdom. He smiles. Of course, it is all rubbish, you understand. So, that was interesting. Let's go to the Lost Pyramid. And then we'll leave and go get foods. Let's see. Yes, this is about the Lost Pyramid. Yes, I have one reference, a cryptic one. He takes a scrap of parchment from a drawer. It says, "Only one passage helps. Where evil waits, the gate opens. Where you go up to go down." Where evil waits, the gate opens. Where you go up to go down. So, we lucked out getting that map from Jahark, I think, because I'm pretty sure that all of these are saying that there is a special entrance, blah, 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 blah. They're all telling me it's there, but they don't tell me exactly how to find it. It's all very, very cryptic. It is interesting that he has a scrap of parchment in his drawer that just happens to say this weird thing on it. We are going to ask him about the Carpathos Device as well. I'm not sure that this passage refers to it. A cursed key for a cursed box, the top of terror it unlocks. So everybody asks me, everybody has that reference. So we're going to leave him and we're going to go get some foods. Eat and go to the police? Okay. Where evil... I am going to write this down. Where evil waits... It's like the path... Where evil waits... The path to go down goes up. Something. Alright, so Cairo. It is after midday. So, I got a vote for eat and then the police. So, let's just go grab some munchies. Do we want to go back to that one place? Or do we want to just get an on-the-street vendor? Let's just do an on-the-street vendor. 586. Small fast food occurs in every city. Hot dogs, falafel, and so on. Then roll a D1. If the roll is a 10, go to entry, whatever. Roll it 1D10. It's a 3. So whatever was going to befall me is not going to befall me. I ate. Good to know. Yay, food. So it is 3 p.m. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go to the police station. 144. Affable enough, they have no information concerning what you want to know. No information there. So, that took me an hour. Got there. No info. So, at 5 p.m., let's see, when does the museum open? Before October, I have an hour to spend at the museum. Let's go spend it there. 2:06. The museum is open 9 a.m. to noon and from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. daily. 3 exhibits in this great museum might interest you. For treasures, there's treasures from the pyramids, tombs of the ancients, or the Karpathos Device. Or I could interview the curator, Ahmet Keh. Talk to the curator, or go to talk about the device. Excuse me. I'm thinking device. Oh, curator. I got to vote for the curator. I'm willing to talk to him. Curator, that's 3 votes for the curator. 302. From 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., oh, well, it's 5 p.m. right now. Do you think that means I can't talk to him? Or should I go ahead and just do it anyway? I'm going to do it. Ahmet Keh is in and will gladly see foreign visitors. So honored to have you call, he murmurs. What do I wish to do? Examine the Carpathos device, ask that the device be returned to Athens, ask about Gliere, or do something else. Pick one, write it down, and then go to 3:30. Make him stay over. I know you're getting ready to leave, but I'm foreign and you said you'd see me. I came all this way. So, what's his name? Ahmet?
Which you gonna choose?
I don't know, but I'm Ahmet Keh, 9:27 at 5 p.m. Do I ask that it be returned to Athens? ask to see it, ask about Gliere, which I think will get me killed, or something else. I will write down pretty much whatever you tell me. See it? I kind of want to see it too. Return the artifact, Mr. Jones. I think we're going to ask to see it. I don't see any other votes. I want to examine the device. It says write it down. Not entirely sure why, but that's what we're doing. Pick one, write it down, and then go to 330. Examine it? Return it? Impossible, he laughs. And I have never heard of this Gliere person. I can't believe that it had me ask. Oh, that's stupid. Why? He escorts you out, but if you picked something else at 302, or if you can make a successful fast talk roll, go to 350. Otherwise, return to 206. Darn. So I didn't write down something else. I wrote down examine the device. So I can try a fast talk roll, but my fast talk, again, is only 5. If it's less than 10 away, I'm willing to spend luck. It's 13. I have 36 luck. It would cost 8 to pass the roll. Which I said if it was under 10, I'd be willing to spend luck. So I guess that means that I have to do it, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, in case you didn't think I could count. My luck is now 28, and I made a successful fast talk roll. So I'm going to 350. Something about him teases your suspicions. What is it? You can only try one of the following roll once. I can do psychology, listen, spot hidden, or I guess those are the 3. Psychology, listen, or spot hidden. So, psychology is a 30. Listen is a 50. Yes, please join the chat. So yeah, psychology is 30. My listen is a 50. My spot hidden is a 60. I feel like I have to go with spot hidden. Each of them would take me to a different location in the book, so I'm only allowed to try once. I think we're going to have to go for the spot hidden. So I think that just makes... Sorry, my dice cam is not so useful when I roll it out of the way. I need a 60? 60 or less. I don't know if you can tell what that is. That's a 90. I can't change it. That's it. It would have been a failure no matter what I did. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. We'll never know. We'll never know. It's just I go back at the museum. And if that didn't take an hour, which I think it probably did, the museum is closed. So, it's 6 p.m. I don't particularly care to go visit the pyramid, especially when I've got somebody telling me that the mummies are real and stuff. Yeah. No, I'm super bummed that didn't pass. That was a decent... I had a decent chance there. So, it is now after 5... Or it's 6 o'clock. The museum is closed. The Cairo police weren't any help. The marketplace... I can't go back until tomorrow. Oh wait, no, that was like 3 days ago, wasn't it? Because I got stabbed. Let's go to the marketplace. That's really the only other place I can go unless I want to try another store, but I don't want to go to a pyramid at this time. And I really don't want to go to the Quatara Depression either at this time. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. So yeah, I really wish I could have found a translator. But let's go to the marketplace. I already got my fortune telled. I could go back to the outdoor cafe and just chill out. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? I can go to the... Let's see. Pretty sure this was just a generic... I can get whatever I want. Yeah. Yeah. I do not wish to go to the pottery and artifact store. Again. That is the guy that stabbed me. I could try to go back to the fortune teller, because she had more information, but I had to press her to get it. Or I could go try the dagger throw game again. Actually, I think let's just go to the cafe. See if I can get something other than a 3. Cafe is a good place to hear rumors. So we roll a d10. Whatever the 10 says, or whatever that is, gives me a result, and I can overhear stuff. 6. I don't get to modify it with anything because my I don't speak the language, so I don't have a native speaker with me. So, for a result of 5 or 6, go to 365. I overhear the following. The Cult of Aten are deluded fools. They serve semi-human monsters. Bodies have been seen carried to the eastern side of the pyramid at Tell-el-Amarna. Ametkeh served the cult, but they may dispose of him. Does anybody remember who that was? That's the museum curator. It's the guy I just tried to talk to. So apparently he's part of the cult. But they may dispose of him. So he must have done something. So, I say we try to go back to the museum tomorrow morning, but for now, let's go home. It's been a long day. Let me find accommodations. Or I could hang out. You know what? Wait. Let's hang out at the cafe a little bit longer. Let's push our luck here. We're going to roll another d10. 9. 363. I overhear the following. Creatures inhabit the tombs. Feeding on human sacrifices brought to the tomb, these creatures guard the lower levels against interlopers. Okay. They cannot stand sunlight, and they have a device which opens the door. So, I'm pretty sure that the Carpathos Device got sent to Cairo. Ametkeh, who is at least rumored to be part of the cult, captured the device, probably has a duplicate of it on display, is using the device, gave it to the Cult of Aten to open the door, and they are disposing sacrifices in that eastern entrance. Which kind of gives me the spooks because that's where that map was telling me I needed, that's where Professor Jahark, I think was his name, told me to go. So, as it is, I'm going to go back to I'm going to find some, let's see, how do I get out of here? 340, yes, okay, let's go here, yes, okay, and then I need to find a place to stay. Hotel with room service, 583. Yeah, at least he didn't try to kill me. What a find. This hotel is cheap, roomy, warm, spacious, comfortable, and clean. Wait, that's a New York. That's a New York hotel. It says go to any New York. Well, if I can't go to a New York location, I'm in Cairo, thanks. 164. There we go. Space is a bit tight, but you must get a room. Come on. Sorry, my PDF is spacing out. Roll 1d10 to see how you fare. That's a 6. For 5, 5, or 6, go 101. Moderate hotel. This hotel offers a clean room and a quiet night of sleep. If you spend a second night here, go to 26. Otherwise, go to an Athens or Egypt location at the following morning. As appropriate on the table. So, spend the night in the hotel. What would we like to do in the morning? Go back to the museum? And maybe go look at the exhibits? Remember, there is something to keep in mind that I am often forgetting until I go to this location table and I see it did have a John was asking if we go back to the museum, could we ever see the device? There is a Carpathos Device exhibit, I believe. I do want to point out, I do have a Bremen location table. And there was an expedition heading for Antarctica leaving from Bremen. So if we ever need... There was something going on there. I don't quite remember all the details of it, and I don't think I have... Oh, sorry. I don't think I have that written down in my notes, but apparently there's somewhere we probably do need to go at some point in Bremen. But I think we need to go ahead and see if we can't look at this device. Because maybe I could draw it or something. So let's go to the Cairo Museum. I'm going to stay... I'm going to stay at my hotel until 9 a.m. I'm not even going to leave, because the museum ain't open until then. So it is now 9:28. 9 a.m. Cairo Museum. And we're going to say I ate before that, after I woke up. And yes, you have to log all of this stuff. So, Cairo Museum, before October 30th. 206. So let's go look at the device. It is entry level. It is entry 209. The Carpathos device is there. There is an image below. I will try to show this to you. In fact, what page is this? 42. John, I'm going to print this page if you want to bring it to me, please. Print page 42 of this PDF. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know, guys. I sing random tunes and songs all day. And weird sounds. Okay, page 42. Bring it to me. Show me. Show me. And then I can show you guys what the Carpathos device looks like. The Carpathos device is there with interesting background information. The device's appearance is remarkably modern. Its sheen reminds you of aluminum, but the real metal is obviously of great strength. Its glass enclosure seems to be electrically guarded. They're taking no chances of a repeat theft. Remember, the friend of a friend, Professor Gliere, was accused of attempting to steal it in Athens. Need a refresher on the Carpathos device? If so, go to 168. If I have, let's see, so I can return to 206, or if I have other ideas about the Carpathos device, I can go to a different entry. Do we want a refresher real fast for those of you that might not remember what we're dealing with here? I'm going to write down this entry. It's 209. And I have the sheet here. So this is the Carpathos device. Kind of looks like, Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which way to... There. Yeah, I was going to say it looks like a lamentation cube or whatever it's called. With a wheel on it. And in an electrified glass dome. So, yeah, it's like a puzzle box. So, let's go ahead and go to 168 just to kind of get a brief refresher on the Carpathos device. It's not that far back here. And do we have other thoughts on it? Do we want to try to steal it? I guess. The archaeological team at the National Museum in Athens have reported on the Carpathos device, noting the inexplicable markings on its surfaces and the complex network of gears and linkages. The team has established that the device is at least 2,000 years old, although some suggest it might hold a more ancient date. The report implies an ancient level of technical achievement previously undreamt of by scholars. Cryptic Greek inscriptions were found on the outside edges of some gears, while some interior sections were marked with unusual Egyptian hieroglyphics. The team makes no guess about the function of the device. So, the device was largely believed to have been Greek in origin, but we have learned that that is not the case. It is an Egyptian device, and thus, you know, with the hieroglyphics on the inside, that kind of makes sense. And through all the stuff we've learned, supposedly the Carpathos device is, will do something at that pyramid. So, let's see here. If in Cairo, go to 206. So, I'm going to go back to 209. Do I have other ideas about the Carpathos device? Do we? If we do, we can go to another area. Do we have ideas? I think we have ideas. Yeah, I thought we had ideas too. Having come so far, having seen death and danger, you know that the fate of the world could very well depend on you. How could you fail but to try to steal the Carpathos device and stop it getting into the wrong hands? If you want to attempt the theft now, I can go there. If I want to hide until the doors close and then steal it, I can go somewhere else. Or if I think better of it, I can return to 206. Yeah, so many ideas. So many. Many ideas, bro. Alright, so. Do I want to try to steal it right now? Before the gods and everybody at 11 o'clock in the morning or before? Or do I want to just chill out here for like 8 hours? No, I don't want to try to steal it now. I mean, I can always do this later, I'm sure. Do I want to try to go to the pyramid? Or the Quiett Depression? These are kind of our options right now. Besides leaving. I don't really know what else we could do in Cairo. Sorry guys, my hair does not like being under headphones. Go to the Quiett Depression. Okay. So, if I do that... Well, okay, let me say this too. There are other things we can do at the museum. Do we want to do other things at the museum first, or do we want to go ahead and go to the Quiett Depression? The museum does close at noon. So I could spend like another hour here looking at stuff. Okay. I've got a vote to stay here a little longer. Other things? Okay. So, treasures from the pyramids or tombs of the ancients. Or I could go try to talk to Ahmet K again and... I mean, they don't say that I can't. And I can just say something else this time. Chance that he won't remember me. Especially now that we know that he's part of the Cult of Aten. I could say that perhaps I'd like to join. Pyramids. Remember, something was being taken to the pyramids. Yes, bodies. Okay, let's go to treasures from the pyramids. 290. You see household paraphernalia, combs, and tools, all of gold and silver. An empty sarcophagus contains a placard explaining that when the Lord died, his slaves were killed in order that they might continue to serve him in the afterlife. Do I want to see Akhenaten's amulet? Or do I want to decipher the Egyptian hieroglyphics? Or move on. I'll tell you right now, I do not speak hieroglyphics. I do not know how to read them. It's a 1% chance. So that's a flat no. Do I want to see the amulet though? Or I could move on too. We're here. Let's go and click it. 207. Amulet. Okay. See amulet. There we go. John gets really excited when you guys want to do the things that he wants to do. He's over here going, yeah. I forgot to turn his voice back on when he came back. I notice a picture bearing the label Akhenaten's amulet. All right. So, tell you right now, Akhenaten's amulet looks exactly like the symbol of the Cult of Akhenaten, which, if you don't recall, I'm going to sketch real fast for you because I don't want to print this whole page. The way I described it before was a little like a windmill, like an old. What I think of is like the windmill. Is it Don Quixote that has the windmill in it? Is that what it is? Ignore my stray lines on here. It's 3 triangles, 3 not quite right triangles, or not right triangles. Is it isosceles where they all are equal?
That's equilateral.
Okay, an equilateral triangle. It's not quite that. The sides are a little taller with whatever. Sorry, y'all. My geometry terms are not the greatest. I haven't thought about geometry in a long time. It kind of looks like this. You get it closer where you can see it. So it kind of looks like that. Except this is inside like a little oval amulet. And there is an interesting little circle on, if these are 4 directions, on the eastern triangle. You see my crummy drawing there? There you go. All right. So that's Akhenaten's amulet. But that is the symbol of the Cult of Aten as well. Not with that circle on it though. I keep moving my dice thing. So, with a successful intelligence or art roll, I can copy and sketch. Well, I just did it. Well, my intelligence is an 80, so let's go for it. That's a 57. We're good. So I sketched it. That's in our journal now. Yay. This is Amulet of Akhenaten. Return to 290. I can't do that, so let's go to 206. The time is now 11 a.m. I've got just an hour left. I can go ahead and go to the Tomb of the Ancients and check it out. A cutaway model of the Pyramid of Akhenaten is on display. So, I can make an intelligence roll, or a luck roll, or a Cthulhu Mythos roll. My Cthulhu Mythos is 0, so that's not happening. My luck is really poor, but we just said my intelligence is an 80. So let's go ahead and make that roll and see. I can attempt each roll only once, and I may move on. I really want to know. It's like I don't want it to be the end of October or after the end of October, or I guess the better way to say that is November. I don't want it to be November yet, but the museum changes after October 30th, and I'm like, oh, I really want to know what happens. So anyway, I'm going to make this, I need to get 80% or less. Oh my gosh, I got 96. 96. Ugh. Can only attempt it once. Alright, we're leaving. Can't do anything else. I could try a luck roll. 20. Guys. I made the luck roll. It takes me to a different entry. But I did make the roll. I rolled a 20 and my luck is a 28. All right. Yeah, I'm feeling lucky. 287. The map is a flattened view of the pyramid at Tell-el-Amarna. So this is another this is another map. So it's essentially the symbol again. I'm going to try to draw it a little better this time. Let's do that. And then let's do that. And that. Because this one's got a little different symbol on it. So. Alright. So, it's got the Aten symbol on it. But then it's also got, essentially it's got the overlay of a pyramid. So, imagine just some consecutive squares here. How many is it? I'm not going to draw them all, but essentially it's consecutive squares coming in from the outside on what looks to be the left side of the pyramid, which I would say is the west, is this map. Doot. Something here, probably a sarcophagus. Up over, like that. So I'll show this to you. I'm hoping, doesn't tell me exactly, doesn't tell me exactly what, I clicked the wrong button. How do I get back? I don't remember what entry I was on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, cutaway model. So this is what we're now dealing with. So you see the amulet I drew. Now it's this. Doesn't want to focus on it, but now it's this pyramid. Just imagine there being a bunch of concentric squares in there, and then now there's a little map on the western side of it. What I presume to be the western side. It doesn't have a compass rose or anything on it to tell me. Well, I'm sorry. You're a little close, and I needed to adjust my chair. Alright, so we're leaving. The museum is closing for lunch. Now we want to go to the Quatara Depression, I believe is what we had suggested before. We're making some headway, y'all, and he's stayed alive so far. I haven't healed anymore, I don't think. I don't remember. Do you just heal? Anybody out there that plays this game, do you remember, do I get a hit point every day? Or do I have to go to I think I have to go to a hospital.
Pretty sure you have to go.
So, where is the 206? Takes me to the museum. Egyptian location table. Now, that one guy will see me again. Like I said, he doesn't leave for lunch. Let's go to taxis. 103. No, that's just to go to, well, to Cairo locations. I can hire a driver to stay with me for the day, or I can walk. Each trip to a location costs an extra hour. Okay. So taxis aren't the way I want to go. I probably need to go back to the museum and get a caravan, because that was where it had the things to go to the Quatara Depression. I don't see that anywhere else here. So let's go to the marketplace. Oh, it's not open right now. That's so frustrating. Huh. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to chill out. Why is everything in Cairo, why does it all close? Right in the middle of the day. Like, 2 places close at 11, 1 closes at noon, 2 closes at noon. So, I can't go back to the marketplace until 4. And the museum is closed until 3. The university is closed until 3. I thought there was somewhere else I could go. I mean, I could always go... Yeah, I need to eat. So there's street food vendors, or there was somewhere else I wanted to try that looked like it was another outfitter, but it had a different name. Maybe I'm full of it. There's retail merchandise. I guess it was the Fasira Marketplace, probably. Alright, so let's just go to the vendors. Small fast food stands occur in every city. Hot dogs, falafel, and so on. Then roll a 1d10. Let's see if I can get that 10. Only 6. So it didn't even matter. Let's see. Egypt. So, we have eaten. Still a couple hours. That's the thing I don't like about this, is there's just not anywhere to go. Guess I could go to the hospital. Go get some healing. Let's see. Well, let's just time skip. We're going to time skip and go ahead a little bit, and then we're going to go to the market. So it's 4 o'clock. Blink, because there's nothing else to do, so we're just going to do that. Then we're going to go to a caravan on 384. Blink, blink. I've eaten twice today. That's good. Come on, take me to a caravan, 384. Not done wasting time with this. To rent a car to get to Tell-el-Amarna, go to 320. To join a caravan to visit the Quiett Depression, go to 341. That's where we're going. 341. Early in the morning, the nostrils of the camels steam in the chill desert air. You consume welcome cups of strong coffee. I guess it's the next day. Or maybe I was supposed to wait and get told to do this. Well, it didn't tell me that. So you consume welcome cups of strong coffee. So we're going to say it's the next morning. And milk. As the caravan moves out, you are mostly ignored. Once in a while, someone shouts something which you imagine refers to you, but you never understand the words. You sleep a little apart from the others. In the morning, you wake with a start. The caravan has, perhaps accidentally, left you behind. So I have been left behind. Go to 94. You are lost somewhere. This is my worst nightmare, by the way, what I'm about to read to you. You are lost somewhere in the great desert of North Africa. Your water will last 1d10 days. If you succeed with a survival desert roll, I have not. I have not that skill. Survival is a 10. Add 1d3 days to that total. You know how to best ration the water. Write down the number of days your water will last. Each time you go to another entry, subtract a day from your water total. When you run out of water, subtract 6 hit points each time you go to another entry. Halt the calculation when you reach other humans or when you die. You start walking. The heat is incredible, but you must go on. I feel Crying Isaac that David just shared in the chat. Crying Isaac is me on the inside. I have, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, a irrational discomfort and kind of a phobia, and I don't know if it has a name, it might. I have a thing about sandy expanses and dry, arid weather. The idea of being in a desert at all upsets me. Being lost in a desert terrifies me. Being lost somewhere where I have no idea, in North Africa, in a country whose language I do not speak, I would just roll over and die. I wouldn't ration my water. I would leave it. I would bury it in the sand with a little stick marking it to say, if you find me, there's water under the sand. I gave up. So it just, no, it's mortifying. So we roll our 1d10. I want this to roll big. I need a bigly number right now, okay? Because this is how long I can make it. Okay, I got a 9. Sorry, I hit the camera with that. I can do that. All right. So I have water to last. This was the 20. Well, it was the 29th when I left on the caravan. It was the 30th when I woke up and I got left. So I have, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 days worth of water. Wonk, wonk. I'm going to assume that the eating doesn't matter at this point. So, it is October 1st. I roll a d10 again. I start walking. The heat is incredible, but I must go on. Roll 1d10. Is that cocked? It was kind of cocked, but it was mostly a 3. With a 2, 3, or 4, go to 235. Let's write down this entry just in case my link doesn't work. 94. So I subtract a day. Bonk, bonk. 94, 94, 235. With a successful navigate roll, you know where you are. Go to 234. My navigate is a whopping 10, y'all. Whopping 10. I appreciate it, but no, I'm good. Just a second. Let's see. By the way, David, I did add you as a editor for Dashboard for Moobot. If you want to sign into your Twitch through Moobot, you can access this one. Let's see here. So a successful navigate roll. I needed a 10. I got a 94. Unsuccessful. Let's see here. Do 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 do. Where are my mods at?
I got him.
Yeah, I just wanted to get that message out of there. Do 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 do. All right. If I fail the roll, oh, no worries. Let's see. If I fail the roll, I can wait for someone to come by and go to 256, or I can walk for a day. So, I would drink 1 day's water if I did that. And then I would have to pick which direction I want to walk. So do I want to wait for someone to come by? We'll have to see if old... Yeah, I'm fine with waiting. It doesn't say I burn any water that way. So let's wait. 256. You find a tiny puddle of water. It does not make you sick when you drink it. You don't need to consume your own water supply this day. You have an extra day of life. Make a luck roll. Okay, so I don't have to consume water. Even though it told me to cross that off. Oh, I wrote that in pen. Well, that's fine. We're gonna just circle it and pretend like I didn't do that. Make a luck roll. Luck is a 28. Nope, that's an 81. If failed, and if you've come from either 214, 269, or 27... I don't remember where I came from. I think I came from 235. If failed and you've come from 235, go to 242. Okay. Gosh, I wish I'd been successful. 242. In the arid wastes, you come across a trail. Make a luck roll. If failed, I see a caravan in the distance, but it's moving away from me. Okay. Come on, luck roll. Gosh, 49, dang it. I failed. In my weakened condition, it didn't give me an option to do that, David. It didn't give me an option to find their trail. My weakened condition, I can't hope to catch up to this caravan I see in the distance. I collapse beside the trail weeping. Drink another day's supply of water and go to 235. Okay, so I drank my water for the day. So, do I want to drink? I see. So it took me back to my 235. So this is where we're getting into the cyclical nature that sometimes these adventures fell into. The last Call of Cthulhu adventure that we did back in like May, called Alone Against the Frost, was, I think the biggest drawback for that adventure for me was that every time I had to I was leading an expedition through the Northwest Territories, and I just kept going in this circle of entries. They all ended up leading back to like the same areas. It was really cyclical moves get tiring. So, the only thing that I know for sure is that I don't have to drink a day's water. Although it did say anytime you go to a new entry, you have to. So I'm actually. So I drank water, then I didn't, but then I did. So I could go and find the puddle again, drink some more, try my luck rolls again to see if I can't find a track. We could do that one more day, and then we could try. It says walk. If you walk, drink one day's water, and I pick a direction: north, east, south, or west. Do we want to do the little water trick again, or do we want to pick a direction and go? Oh, wrong direction means certain death. You're not wrong. If I make my luck roll, it doesn't say that I can't. With a successful navigate roll, you know where you are. Go to 234. Here. I got a 54, I needed a 10. So I didn't do that. If I fail the roll, I can wait for someone to come by and go to 256, which lets me drink the water. Do you want me to do that? We'll try this trick again. 256. I find a puddle. It doesn't make my stomach churn. I don't need to consume my own water supply. So, here we go. True. Yeah. No, going the wrong direction in a Call of Cthulhu game is just about any direction that you're just not certain of. If I make this luck roll, it's good though. But I didn't. So, I see a caravan in the distance. So I make another luck roll. Ooh! That's an 11. I can't make there. It's an 11. So we made the luck roll. Oh, that's weird. Oh, wait. Is there more? Oh, okay. If the luck roll is... I was like... It just gives me a failed option. I had to turn the page. If the luck roll is successful, you see the caravan in the distance, but it is approaching you. They're going to Cairo. You're saved. Go to any Cairo location on the location table. Okay, we survived. We're not doing that again. Jerks. Yay! We're going to say it's October 2nd. Well, no. So first, second, third, fourth. It is the 4th. That's how many days water I drank. Yay! I didn't die in the desert. So one thing I did see is if let's see. So the first luck roll, the one where I found a trail, but that's how it was. The first one was I find the puddle and then I make a luck roll. If I had succeeded at that luck roll, it would have taken me to Alexandria. At which point I would have had to have tried to get back to Cairo. But anyway. But it also said if you got to that location, so apparently you can get to that entry several times to make that luck roll, and if you fail it from a number of locations, it takes you to different entries. So the one that we got just had to see the caravan. So we're going to say it's at some point, oh, I think did it say evening? We're going to say it's afternoon on the 4th of October. Lost in desert, lost in desert, lost in desert, lost in desert. I want to be lost in dessert. All right. So, do we want to go back to the museum? Or do we want to try to go to a pyramid? The pyramid is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, and it looks like I can just get to that. I'm going to hire a taxi this time. Okay, I have a taxi. I'm going to go to an Egyptian location. What kind of dessert? Something with, like, sugar fruit? Like, I would say something fruity, but I don't want a fruit salad. I want something like a strawberry cheesecake or something like that. Something syrupy fruity. So, I hired a taxi. Oh, you know what? I ate. I also ate. At some point, I ate. We're going to circle my little eat thing right here. Then I'm going to hire a taxi. And then we're going to, at 10 a.m., we're going to head out to Tell-el-Amarna, or Amarna. I can never pronounce that correctly. So 3:24, Tell-el-Amarna. So we have about 13 minutes left. Let me, I know that last like 10, 15 minutes was super frustrating. And we had a few super frustrating things where I just was at a loss at what to do. Do we want to go ahead and tackle the pyramid right now? I'm cool with that. I don't know how long it'll take. It may not take very long at all. But the pyramid just opened, so I'm kind of leaning toward let's go ahead and check out the pyramid. Worst case scenario, Ernest Holt meets an untimely demise, and by next week, we have the other character get ready. I see a vote for the pyramid. I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and do the pyramid right now. Tell-el-Amarna. Sorry, I keep mispronouncing that. The village is quiet. A gust of wind picks up dust along the empty road. Here and there, a face looks out from a doorway. You spot the pyramid, one much smaller and less imposing than the pyramids at Giza. A well-trod path leads to the pyramid entrance. If I have time to inspect, I can inspect the pyramid if I have time. I have all day. It is 10 a.m. It just opened. If I need to spend the night, I can, and if I left my car with the guide, I can do another thing. So, I'm going to say, let's inspect the pyramid. We're going to do it. 360. The pyramid is certainly old, but not very impressive. Do I want to walk around it? I can spend 1 hour examining one of its 4 faces. So, we know I have a map with an eastern entrance marked. So, I am likely going to search the eastern side, and when I'm over there, I can't tell, is there clicking on your, I can't tell if that's my phone interfering with the microphone. I'm going to set my phone over there.
I think it might be the headphone amplifier ever so often.
Maybe. So, I'm going to go east, because I know that's where my map told me. I do have that other map that shows the western one, but I'm going to go to the eastern one. Remember, this is where they dump bodies, too, so let's just be prepared. And I get to add a bonus die because I have that map. So, or you can enter the pyramid by going to the tomb entrance on the western side. We know that is not the entrance that we need to go to. That's the one that is known according to the museum map. Alright, so I'm going to deduct an hour. We are now at 11 a.m. Let me mark my map properly, or my counter. We're going to go to the east, 3:59. If you came to this side first, give yourself plus 20 percentiles. What does that mean? If you came to this side you're first, give yourself plus 20 percentiles. Add plus 5. Is that just a plus 20 to my... It must just be 20 on the die. So like if I roll a 70, it's a 60 or a 50? That's confusing. Plus 5 more percentiles for each remaining hour from now until 6 p.m. Add plus 20 more percentiles if you are using a map or diagram not obtained in Egypt. Try to roll under that total on... Okay, so I guess I'm creating a number that I need to roll under. So 20 for coming to this side first. Add 5, it's 11, or it's 10. I said I got here in the morning when it opened. So 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm counting 8. So that's 40, right? 8 times 5. Plus 20 more if I'm using a map or diagram not obtained in Egypt. I'm using a map obtained in Egypt. So I don't get that extra 20 percentiles. Does that make sense? Do we agree? The map I got from the professor at the university in Cairo. I need to try to roll under this, and if I'm successful, I can go in. But because I do have a map, it gives me a bonus die for rolls to find it. So I'm going to add a bonus die. Now in this system, a bonus die is essentially, I get to roll a second percentile die. Let's find one that hasn't kicked me in the butt tonight. Let's go with you. You haven't kicked me in the butt. Let's give you a little test roll first. Not terrible. Alright. So, for a bonus die, I get to roll 2 percentile, and I take the lower of the 2. So, I got a 40 or a 70. I get to take the 40. The 40 is under my 60. I was successful. So, if successful, where to go? Go to 397. Here we go. You climb up and down the eastern face of the pyramid, examining the carefully cut stones and looking for who knows what. Then you see that one stone seems to have a tiny crack of space. You shove as hard as you can, and it moves slightly. You have found the secret entrance. To move the stone, make a strength roll. If you have one or more companions, you gain a bonus die to the roll. I don't have a companion. I wanted one. There is a way to get Professor Jahark to come with you, but I could never. I missed my opportunity, I believe. So get that out of here. Let's grab this. Strength roll. My strength is only a 45. Dice don't fail me now. That's a 96. They failed me. So, but is what I can do. It does say here. So that was 10. We're at 11. Searching for the entrance. Found it. We spent an hour. Didn't open it. Attempt the roll once per hour. Alternatively, if I have dynamite. I don't. I did not buy dynamite. Dynamite went poorly for me in our other... well, not for me specifically, but it went poorly in our last Cthulhu game. I mean, it helped, but it did bad things. So we're going to try it again at noon. 77. I failed again. We're going to keep trying. 1 p.m. What does that say? Is that a 5? That looks like a 5 to me. Yeah, that's a 5. Alright, so when I make it, go to 379. It opens. You have found the way. Anyone still with you will be reluctant to enter the opening you've exposed. To keep them with you, make a Charm or Intimidator Fast Talk roll. Succeed and they stay, then go to 382. I don't have anybody with me. This was the stupidest thing I've ever done. 382. Okay, how to explore the pyramid. Now that you have found the right entrance, use the pyramid puzzle and the pyramid outline. Okay. It is almost 9 o'clock, which is our usual sign-off time. I have this puzzle. This is a physical, hands-on puzzle that they give you to do. I am going to wait, and we will start next session at 1 p.m. on Sunday, October 4th, doing the pyramid puzzle. But I will show you what it looks like. Let me find my... I already prepped this, because it's part of the setup instructions. So, if you see here, it's not going to look like a whole lot at the moment. I have this, which is a just a simple little thing. You see east, west, up, down, start, all that stuff. So that's the pyramid. And then I have a number of, I would assume 16, of these little triangle pieces that I need to figure out how they go together. Or I explore the pyramid by using these little triangular pieces of this puzzle. And that is how we explore. So I'm going to stop here and give myself a week to figure out the best way to share that with you, as you know, to make it a little bit more visual for you, the viewer, than to just have like a cam showing me messing with this. I might be able to find a digital way to do it. If not, then I'll just show a cam doing it. But we're going to go ahead and pause there, just entering the pyramid, and we'll see what happens next week. So again, thank you for joining me for Tomes of Isolation. I always enjoy the audience participation. Thank you for those of you who came out. Announcements happening. Let's see. I always have to keep myself from doing a YouTube ending. Like, share, and subscribe. We would like you to follow this channel if you want to know every time we go live. We would love you to subscribe. Every cent that you send in, any money that this channel earns, goes to make the stream better. We do not do this for the money. At least myself and John do not. This is something we do because we love RPGs. So if you would like to support the channel, we appreciate it. If not, if you just like to enjoy and chill in the chat, we appreciate that too. This show would not be what it is without viewers like you and audience participators like you. So again, announcements for this week. Thursday night, July 30th at 6 p.m. we are doing Bunkhouse B, an original adventure in the Using Call of Cthulhu. At summer camp in 1991, 3 of our cast members, John, Sean, and Matt, will be our kids at camp, and I will be the camp counselor leading them through that adventure. Then on Tuesday we will be back here to do the pyramid puzzle, and we will have Ernest Holt continue to explore the Lost Pyramid of Tell-el-Amarna? I can't remember. I'm terrible with that name. And then the following Thursday we will return to Spycraft in the Shell game with myself, Sean Parks, and Alyssa Appleton as the cast members. And I think we jokingly call ourselves Team Viridian because all of us gave our operatives green eyes. But I am Osprey, Sean is Flint, and Alyssa is Hemlock. And we just got to Germany on a what was it? The Blackbird.
Yes,
the Blackbird
SR-71
stealth.
Blackbird.
The SR-71 stealth thing in 1961, and we will be heading back into that, like I said, a week from Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on twitch.tv/Quiett Gentleman. And I think that's it. So thank you all for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you next time.